Yep, Independence is a vibe. I'm Travis.
And I'm Chris.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
And don't forget to catch us on YouTube and on Instagram at Independence is a Vibe, because you know that it is.
Yes, sir.
So as always, y'all know we got some kind of topic, and today's topic is how to have success in every part of your life. So,
Let's go.
oh yeah. I did a little bit of research. Took me a little bit of work on this one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that everybody on the face of the earth wants success in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I also believe that success does not come without planning. If that make any sense.
All hard work.
That too. So, to get this thing kicked off, right? Let's just pick a part of life to start with. Let's just say, like, I don't know, your health, right?
Mm-hmm.
My question to you is, do you think that success requires like a certain mindset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you gotta have a mindset of, I'm gonna get this, no matter what. Nobody can stop me.
I
Like that go-getter mindset, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
That unstoppable mindset.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Cause you got 2 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so like mentally, what did it take for you to get like 2 degrees? Is it certain conversations you had to have with yourself, like just?
It was just, I knew where I wanted to go in life, so that was just it. And I kind of feel like I had a point to prove.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Having a disability, you kind of, for me, I feel like I had a chip on my shoulder, so
I
feel
feel
like, I feel like people have a mindset of, they expect a person with disability to be a certain way, you know what I'm saying? They don't really expect them to do that kind of thing, get a degree, go to college and get good jobs, and, they just expect, I guess, somebody to take care of them for the rest of their life,
Right, because the job market definitely,
Yeah. And I was like, nah, that's not gonna be my story.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. Like, I always wondered, like, really successful people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's a certain percentage of people on the planet that's just meant to be successful, and the rest of us are just out here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that people that are successful, it's like a certain way that they think. That's why I asked you, like, about your mindset when you was getting the 2 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you knew it was gonna be difficult.
Yeah. Well,
But you was like mentally ready for that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I mean, like, to me, when it comes to success, you got to decide that that's what you want in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like in some parts of my life, like, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to do something. I just ain't know what I wanted to do. And when I got my first job, I was kind of like, I had never worked retail before,
Yeah.
and I didn't know what to expect from it. I didn't know if it was going to be too physical for me. I didn't know, if they were going to cater to me or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't go into it with the mindset that I wanted them to cater to me,
Right.
because that's the worst thing that you could do is baby a person. You know what I'm saying? I hate that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't baby me, man. I'm grown. So
Yeah.
my mindset, going into retail was like, they gave me a shot. I want to prove that I'm worth that shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't beg to be here, but you gave me the chance, so I'm gonna show you that I belong here.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't just like, oh, we're gonna do you a favor. Nah, I'm in here like everybody else, and I was, every day, like you said, had a chip on my shoulder. Just felt like I had to prove myself.
Yeah. I mean, not prove myself to the point to where I'm trying to get people to give me a chance. It's just like, I'm just proving myself like I can do it too.
And I felt like, man, I literally felt like, man, every day, like, I don't want to just. I was in there for the money, but it's like I didn't want to just be in there, and it's like they gave me a job. I'm just coming to work. It's like, nah, like I felt like I was a brand, like my own brand.
Mm-hmm.
So every day when I left for work, like I wanted them to be, I surprised them with something. They gotta say something about Chris' work ethic, or you know, when Chris ain't here, we be wondering like, they was talking about me,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't in a bad way.
Yeah.
And that's how I wanted to leave them, because I'm like, if you give me a shot, I'm gonna show you like, this is why I asked for the shot, and this is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get 110% me, and you're not gonna regret that you gave me that chance.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of mentality I took with me to work every day, whether I wanted to be there or not. I just knew like I wanted to be successful at my job, no matter what the job was.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like too, I think success look different for every person. I do.
Yeah.
So like for me, especially like right now, right? Success to me is like a stable bank account, and my family is good. We ain't gotta be great, you know what I'm saying? We just good, The bills are straight, everybody eating, everybody comfortable, we good.
Mm-hmm.
Future goals, financial freedom. Which I know, that's gonna require a certain mentality. It's gonna require, hard work. So, but yeah, I know that, to be successful in anything, right, it's gonna require you to work hard. There's no workaround on any of that.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in the area of your finances, if you're trying to get your money straight, it's gonna take you to form good habits and stop doing bad ones.
Right.
So I understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I would say that, in the area of money, if you was trying to have success in your finances, you're gonna have to educate yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Read some books, watch some YouTube channels, talk to somebody that's good with handling their money. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Figure out ways to make it grow.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Cause I really want to get to the point where I make my money work for me instead of me working for my money.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm trying to get to in the area of finances, because I feel like that's the only way to get to financial freedom.
Yep.
Now in the area like let's say health, right? Health it's like a two-parter, because you gotta exercise and you also gotta eat right. If you do one without the other, you kind of just run in a circle.
Yeah, I think it all starts in the kitchen.
Yeah. If you're putting the wrong things in your body, then you're gonna pay for it in more ways than one.
Yep.
And if you're not physically exercising enough, then even if you eat the right stuff, it still ain't really helping you.
Mm-hmm.
So again, in the area of health, like you got to educate yourself. Books, websites, your doctor.
Yep.
And there's a lot of different programs now where you can get healthy meals, even if you're somebody that's not a good cook.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They can send like meals to your house with the directions on how to cook this meal and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a lot of options.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess that can be expensive these days, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got another question for you, right? When a person is successful in the areas of their life that they want to be successful in, right? Do you think that success has any cons, or like does success have a dark side to it?
When you say successful, what do you mean?
So like
Money? Like what's
let's say like
success?
in the area of finances, right? If you get successful in making money to where you start to like kind of become more noticed in the public.
Yeah, that can be a headache.
Yeah. I was always wondering about that. Like, we all know the pros are the good things about being successful. But I wonder, like, does success come with its own problems?
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows that you have money. Everybody gonna be trying to, I guess you can say, romance you.
That's a good way to put it.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna be trying to,
Serenade you.
serenade you. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get next to you. So it's gonna be a lot of fake love.
I understand that.
Everybody gonna need help. It's never probably gonna be how you doing because they just gonna figure, oh, you doing good because you got money. You know.
That's true.
So I feel like it probably might be lonely.
That's possible too. I didn't think about that.
But on the outside looking in.
Because you feel like you can't trust nobody now.
Hmm.
Yeah. I didn't think about that. You know what I'm saying? The circle gets smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
You know. Um. You know, and for me, like, before I ask you this next question, right? Like, for me, there in my life, I feel like it's sometimes I was very successful in something that I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? But I realize now, looking back, like, it took me setting like small personal goals. You know, like one area was like when I worked. Every job I worked, like I didn't set out to be like the number one guy on the job. But every job I worked, I was very popular because I did my job. I helped a lot of people, and I was consistent.
Hmm.
You know, so they didn't have to look for me at work. I'm right here. What you need, you know. So my question to you is like, what's a time in your life, you know what I'm saying, where you feel like you was very successful at what you did?
Uh, I mean, I go back to finishing school.
That's a big one.
I feel like I was successful at that. I got a lot of attention because I was the only person in a wheelchair to graduate.
Okay,
So, yeah.
that's cool, man.
Hmm.
And school take a lot of work, you know, whether it's like grade school or like college. But I think college take way more work. They do.
Yeah, it's gonna be some sacrifice and some sleep,
For real.
some late nights of studying, and you got like 2 big tests or 3 big tests the next day.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And really to like sum all of this up, right, is like, I think for you to be successful in every area of your life, the first thing is decide that where your life is right now, you're not happy with where you are. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but you don't want to be complacent or stagnant. You want, better.
Growth.
Yeah, so you willing to, do the research on better health or, multiple streams of income or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you feel like you're in a place where, okay, I'm doing good, but this ain't it. This ain't all that I want. I feel like that's the first step to you starting that journey of becoming successful.
I feel like you gotta know your why. Like I said in previous videos, you gotta know your why.
Yeah. The second thing, I think that your mind has a lot to do with that too.
It's a mindset thing.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to have it on your mind. Like this, okay, I'm living on my own. You know what I'm saying? I got my apartment, but the apartment ain't my stopping point. Because that's how I feel. Like, I lived with my parents for so many years. Met my wife, we dated. I still was living with my parents. Then I got married and I moved in the apartment with her. And in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm grown. I'm on my own, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Because I had never lived by myself at all. So, but I was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I want a house. The apartment ain't enough. It's too many people around. I'm used to space. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, I knew to get a house, we're going to have to get on a budget. I'm going to have to stack money, like whatever it's going to take. But my mindset was like, this can't be the stopping point. Also, I would say, man, to be successful, the third step would be do your research.
Yep.
Because you got to know what's out there. You got to know, like we said earlier, like different systems or different ways you can get to where you want to be.
The number one thing would be prayer, though.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Because you ain't making no moves without that.
Right.
For sure. And then also, like you say, your favorite thing is networking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You gotta network, man. You can't do everything by yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you're talking about having systems, you gotta have people in place that help with them systems.
Right. And then I'll say the last thing will be just the biggest thing is patience. Don't never stop the grind, until you get, whatever it is you was trying to get.
Yeah.
But just be patient, because it's, money comes slow. And anything you want, some things can happen overnight, but most of the time it don't. So you got to be patient.
Yep. Everything takes time.
Yep. So you got anything else?
Yeah, man. Everything we said was, good. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video.
And don't forget to catch us on Instagram and on YouTube at Independence is a Vibe, because you know that it is.
And
We'll be back next week with another video.
stay tuned.
And we out.
Peace.